Welcome back, Horror City listeners. This is Mike Koistra, and with the recent release of episode 10 featuring Hotel Clown by James Blaisdell, we thought it'd be a good idea to put out a re-release of the original story, TV Clown, and the follow-up story, Happy Harbor Cleanup, from our original YouTube channel. Without further ado, here we go.
Bobby, wait up. I don't want to be alone in the dark.
I told you that you didn't have to come. Be a baby and stay in bed. I'm going to watch TV.
But if you turn on the TV, Mom will catch us, and then we'll get in trouble.
That's why we're going into the basement, dork face. Anyway, Mom drank from her special bottle tonight, so she won't be able to hear us down there.
Can I talk now?
You just did, stupid. But yeah, you can talk. Mom is passed out, so as long as we're down here, she won't hear us.
You said that you were going to watch TV. Nothing's down here but Dad's old workshop. I haven't been down here since you left.
I've been sneaking down here for a while now. I found a lot of cool stuff Dad hid away, but today I found this.
That's a TV? It looks like an easy bake oven, but bigger.
This isn't an oven, but it sure gets hot enough to cook with. I tried it out this afternoon before you and Mom came home from the store. It gets really hot, but the picture comes in and the sound is fantastic. It's like the show is right next to you, but it's only in black and white.
Black and white? I don't get it.
Duh, Sharon. Obviously this was made before color was invented. Then America went to war against Hitler in World War II to fight for our right to have color TV.
Wow, Bobby, you know so much about history. Tell me more.
No way. It's time to turn this sucker on and see some late night television. Just give me a second. I need to turn these knobs on the front to see if we can get anything to come in.
Why do these knobs have funny letters on them? The top one says VHF. The middle says UHF. And the bottom says WTF.
Shut up and let me turn the numbers around. Oh yeah, I remember now. The ones that seemed to work the best this afternoon were 6 on the top, 6 in the middle, and 6 in the bottom.
Hey there, kids! I'm Butterball the Clown. I'm here to entertain you.
The clown? It's after 11 at night. Why is there a clown on TV?
I like clowns. Butterball looks round and funny.
That's right, kids. I'm gonna make you laugh and we'll have fun.
I thought adults watch stuff with action and naked people.
I've got a nice show right up your alley, kids. It's time for the Cookie Crime Fighter and Brownie Boy. You'll love it.
This doesn't feel right.
Shh, it's starting.
Welcome once again to the adventures of Cookie Crime Fighter and her sidekick, Brownie Boy. When we last left our sweet super pair, they were on the trail of a new villain in Harbor City. This new baddie was known as Stale. Stale had been raiding bakeries and snack factories and ruining all their products.
Here we are, Brownie, in another baked goods factory. If this Stale person was here, it shouldn't take long for us to find some clues. I know. I'll use my sugar senses to see if I can pick up anything while you look through those stacks of bread that look like they're about to get shipped out.
Gee whiz, sure thing, Cookie Ma'am. Activating my gluten-powered binoculars to see if anyone's tampered with that batch of bread. Ma'am?
Yes, Brownie? What do you see?
All the bread in those stacks over there?
Yes?
They've lost all their moist signatures. They've become as hard as bricks.
That can only mean that Stale was here. We must have only narrowly missed him. My sugar senses tell me that those loaves were only finished and wrapped up an hour ago. We are really close to catching him. I can feel it in my crumbs. It's him! It's Stale!
Yes, it's me, you sweet-toothed fools! I got the drop on you with my gluten-free Dianetic knitting!
You fiend!
Now, Brownie. No need for that kind of language.
Gosh, I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm just mad is all.
That's okay, Brownie. Just remember, good guys always have good manners.
Golly, I sure will.
Aren't you done? I mean, I haven't been trapping you and all you can do is chastise the Brownie kid about manners? Where are your priorities, Cookie Crime Fighter? I could shoot you. I can blow up this whole factory with you.
Excuse me?
What the fuck? Who is that?
It's me, the narrator. I think you've taken this story in another direction. We really need to get back to the action. This pointing at the plot holes thing you've got going is not entertaining to the kids at home.
Fuck you!
Hey, language! There are kids out there watching this. Do you want to get us canceled?
If you alienate the audience, no one will buy our merchandise from the store. So help me, if you cost me my sales bonus, I'll hit you so hard you'll be baking brownies in your pants.
Look, don't get all high and mighty on me. All I'm saying is that there's many flaws. I mean, for starters, how do I make things stale? Is it a stale ray? Do I have bread powers? Next, why would I break into places and ruin their supplies? As far as I can tell, I'm not even asking for a ransom to make me stop. All I'm doing is sneaking into bakeries and factories and making shitty food shittier.
I'm not going to warn you again about your language, jerk. I didn't study at Juilliard just so some 2-bit kid show villain can ruin my career. I was on Broadway. I nearly won a Tony. This paycheck is all I have. Now get back to the story.
Yeah, you fourth wall breaking jerk. Get back to the story.
Oh, you want a story? Fine, I'll give your audience a great story. I'm gonna make sure this is the last installment of this brainless show.
Wait, is that a gun? It looks real. Where did you get a real gun from?
I can do whatever I want. This is a make-believe story. Obviously, I'm the antagonist. I move the story along, so if I want a gun, then the show has to provide it to me. So now I'm moving the story from just a hero kids show into a true tale of crime. I'm going to murder you!
Hold on, Stale. You don't want to do this. If you kill us, then the show is over. You'll be gone too.
No! Brownie!
Ha! That was the idea all along! I'm gonna end my suffering by ending this whole reality!
You're insane! You're a monster!
That's right! I'm a real criminal! The kind you can never hope to beat with candy and junk food! But if you like, I'll kill you while shouting a stupid kid show pun!
Go to hell!
Looks like this is how the cookie crumbles! I did it! I win!
Yeah, you did it all right. Now I'm out of another job. My wife is totally going to leave me.
I can help with that, narrator!
Hey, how are you aiming at me? I'm just a voice. Ah!
The show is over, kids! Don't bother tuning in again!
Boy, oh boy, that was a great one. What'd you think, kids?
I like how they cursed and got shot, but this all just seems strange to me.
I liked how Stale challenged my intelligence and dared me to think for myself.
Shut up, dweeb.
It's almost time for a commercial, everyone. Why don't you sit back and think about what you want to see while we pay some bills? Stay tuned.
Butterball is such a good clown. He's not like those other TV clowns that talk down to me and teach me how to spell.
I've never heard of this show before. None of the kids in the bus ever talked about a late-night clown.
He reminds me of Daddy and how he'd play with me when Mommy would drink too much.
Don't forget him. Dad left us and never said goodbye. I hate him. You should too.
Oh, look at that on the TV. The picture is so pretty.
This can't be right, can it? This is a black and white TV. Now it's in color?
Do you like animals?
Yeah, I like animals.
Do you like animals that don't exist anywhere else in the world?
I sure do.
Shut up, Sharon. The TV can't hear you.
Then come on down to the Harbor City Zoo. Here, our award-winning genetic Imagineers have begun breeding some of the most amazing animals that have never walked on this earth before.
Wow, look at that.
Here we have the new species, Velocipotamus. Part hippopotamus, part raptor, but all entertaining.
That's just messed up. Oh, look at that thing waddle on its hind legs as it hunts its prey. Oh, this is amazing.
Now look at another grand creature only found here. It's the cheetapede. It's part cheetah and part centipede.
It's so fast. It's like a stampede in just one animal.
Now let's see who'd win in a fight. Will the winner be the Velocipotamus or the cheetapede?
Wow, look at them tear into each other. I can't believe they're showing this.
If you want to see more action, come on down to Harbor City Zoo. You can see the rest of this fight as well as get tickets for next week's match when we have the Ella Roach versus the Fire Antelope.
This has to be the best show ever.
I still say it's strange, but yeah, that commercial was just the kind of thing that I wanted to see.
And we're back, kids! Wouldn't it be nice to go and visit the zoo and other fun places whenever you want?
Yeah.
And how about being able to watch all the TV you want without your mom telling you to go to bed?
That would be great.
Then keep watching, kids! I'll be back after this next show to tell you how to make your dreams come true!
I think I was wrong about this clown. He's really beginning to grow on me.
I can't wait to find out how to make our dreams come true.
I jump for joy, but all I can do is just sit here and watch the clown.
Why would you want to do anything else?
Hey everybody, it's me, Fred. My friends and I here in Happy Harbor all try to fix each other's problems. Boy, do we have a doozy of a problem today. Our pal Mr. Moo the Bull has asked me to help him. Why don't you join us and see what he needs fixed?
Good morning to you, Fred.
Well, good morning to you too, Mr. Moo. How can we help you today?
Well, you see, I heard that there was a way to make any dream or wish become real. Is that true, Fred?
I do believe it is, Mr. Moo. What wish are you trying to get granted?
Well, you see, last night Mrs. Moo was caught by Benny and Bart, the Butcher Brothers. They murdered her and made her into steaks. I want to bring her back and get revenge against those murdering brothers.
Yes, that is a tough problem, alright. But don't worry, Mr. Moo. Don't you kids at home worry either, because Fred can fix it.
Really? You can make this all better?
More like you can, but I'll help you get it done. First, we need a nice big flat surface. Do you have a big flat surface that we can draw and walk on?
Most certainly, Fred. We can use this garage. It has a concrete floor that can be drawn on with chalk, and it's nice and flat.
This will work just perfectly. And hey, look! You have a drain on the floor as well as a slop sink. That sure will come in handy later for cleanup. You said we could draw with chalk. Do you happen to have any on hand, Mr. Moo?
I sure do, Fred. Here's a nice big box of chalk.
Thank you, Mr. Moo. Now I'm going to draw a special picture on the ground. Be sure to look carefully, kids at home. First, you make a big circle. Make it big enough to fit 1 or 2 people inside lying down. Next, we add these triangles and squiggly shapes to the inside and outside of the circle. Now, without messing up the picture, we carefully step out of the circle, and there you go!
Fred, how will this get my wife back?
Patience, Mr. Moo. This was just step 1. Now, we will begin the setup for step 2. We need a knife, 2 chairs, 2 6-foot lengths of rope or cord, a hammer, and a baseball bat. I have all that back in my place, so let me go get it. I need you to do something else for me.
Anything, Fred. Just name it. What can I do?
I need you to pretend to be someone who is looking to buy a large amount of steak. Then, I need you to call the Butcher Brothers and have them bring all the fresh steak they have. It has to be all of the steak they have, and both brothers must show up. Can you do that, Mr. Moo?
You want me to lie?
By the end of this, you'll wish all you did was lie. But seriously, Mr. Moo, if you want your wife back, then you better do as I say.
Well, if I moosed, then I moosed. I'll do it.
Arrange for them to come here with the steak in 2 hours. Offer them as much money as it takes for them to say yes. I'll be right back with the rest of what we need.
Okay, Fred. I'll get them here just like you said.
Okay, are you all set?
Moo, certainly, Fred. I have a bat ready to go.
Okay then, I'll go out to greet them when they show up and lead them in here. Once the first brother walks in, you whack him over the head with the bat and knock him out. I'll use the hammer I have tucked in the back of my pants to knock out the other one before they notice anything is wrong. Then we tie them both up in chairs and start to bring all the meat they brought inside. Shh, it's them. Get behind the door. I'll go out as planned.
I don't know, Bart. This place doesn't look like it has a customer that can afford $100,000 worth of beef. What do you think?
Well, stop worrying. This punk backs out on the deal, then we can just take what he owes us out of his hide, okay, Benny?
I like the way you think, old brother of mine. Let's see how this plays out.
Oh, hey, you two are right on time. Thanks for coming by on such short notice.
Hey, you don't sound like the guy I spoke with on the phone.
No, I'm not Mr. Huntington. I am his assistant, Fred. I handle all of his purchases and business deals.
That's all fine and good, but do you have all the money like we were promised?
Of course I do. Let's go inside the garage door over there. I can get you both your payment, then we can start to unload that meat. After you both?
It's kind of dark in here.
Bart, are you okay?
Good job. Now drag them in and tie them to the chairs before they wake up. I'll start bringing in the meat.
Hey, what happened? Where am I? Benny?
I'm here, Bart, but someone put a bag over my head. I can't see anything.
Okay, Mr. Moo. Now is the time. Remove the bags.
Benny? Another giant cow?
I'm a bull, you stupid little punk. That other giant cow, as you put it, was my wife.
Don't piss them off, Bart. When bulls see red, they can't stop until they trample everything around them.
That's a stereotype.
Hey, why are we tied up? Why are we on top of some strange circle? Oh God, please don't kill us.
I don't think it's God who you should be looking out for right now. Mr. Moo, do you remember the steps?
Yes, I keep my wish in my mind as I do the deed. I'm gonna use this knife on you, Bart. You murderer.
No, please don't. I was just doing my job. Ah! 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 Ah!
You bastards! I'll kill you! I'll kill you both!
Now I use this cloth to soak up his blood. Then I take it over to my wife's remains and wring out the blood on top of her. Fred, look at that. The steaks are fusing together. My wife is being brought back.
Oh Lord, what is that? It's not even an animal. It's just a heap of meat with eyes.
Feed! Moose! Feed!
Don't look so worried, Mr. Moo. I told you that we wouldn't have all of her parts. That's why we brought both brothers here. Bart's sacrifice was to bring her soul back to her body. Now she's about to sacrifice Benny and use the parts of both bodies to bring her back the rest of the way.
Keep that thing away from me! You people are crazy! Tell me what you want me to do and I'll do it. Just let me go!
We want you to die a horrible death, you moonster.
The circle works every time. Now Mrs. Moo is using all those parts to reform her lost body.
She doesn't have any fur anymore, but it's her. It's really her. Honey, you're back.
Darling, I'm home. You won't believe the nightmares I bore witness to in the underworld.
I'll let you two catch up. Let's give those lovebirds some space, kids. So remember what we learned today. All your wishes and dreams are just a murder away. See you next time in Happy Harbor.
Now kids, what did we learn from that show?
That all our dreams are just a murder away.
Isn't there another person in this house right now? Isn't she passed out with her bottle?
Yes, I saw her collapsed on her bed.
Go and drag her down here, Bobby. I promise you'll be strong enough to move her and she won't wake up until it's too late.
Okay, Mr. Butterball.
While your brother goes and gets your mother, you and I can play a game, Sharon.
What game will we play, Mr. Butterball?
There are some pieces of chalk on that wood bench behind you. Go get them and bring them close.
Okay, I have them.
Do you see that image up on the screen, child?
Yes, I see circles and triangles and some scribbles. It's the same thing Fred drew earlier.
Good, that's right. Now on the floor in front of the TV, I want you to make a bigger copy of this image. Can you do that for me?
Of course I can, I'm great at drawing.
Good, Sharon. Draw big and fast. Make it look like the one on the screen. Good. That's very good. I'm proud of you, little one.
Thank you, Mr. Butterball. I want to make you happy.
And go grab that screwdriver on the table near where you got the chalk. That's right. Now just hold on to it and wait for your brother to return.
I'm not sure how I was strong enough to do it, but I was able to lift her. I was able to lift her up and carry her down here.
It's because I'm with you in spirit, young man. Now place your mother on top of that symbol your sister made for you so quickly.
Yes, Mr. Butterball.
Now, Sharon, use the screwdriver. Jab it in the back of her head. Hard.
Bye, Mom.
I did as you asked, sir.
Yes, you did, my child. Now place your hand to that puddle of blood oozing out of your mother's skull. Good. Now place your bloody hand on the TV screen. Be with me, Sharon.
Yes, Butterball. I obey.
Sharon? Sharon?
She's in here with me, Bobby.
Yay! I'm free!
Can I come in too?
No can do, Bobby. One death equals one desire granted. Your sister wanted to be in the TV world with us, so she's here to stay. If you want to join her, you'll need to find another sacrifice. I suggest you don't wait too long. People will notice your mother being missing. Until then, we'll be waiting.
Wait! Take me too! I can't be alone! Take me too! Oh, hey everybody! Welcome back to Happy Harbor. I'm so glad you've joined us today because today we get to do something really fun. We get to clean up! What's that you say? Cleaning up isn't fun? Oh, I have to disagree with you there. Anything can be fun if you look at it the right way. I see you still don't believe me. Well, let me prove it to you. Come along and follow me to Swan's Pond. Here we are at Swan's Pond. As you can see behind me, some people have made a big mess. They've left things thrown all about. Things like crumpled bits of paper, bullet casings, a handgun, a bloody knife, some heroin, a briefcase, and 2 dead bodies. Look at how sad this has made Mrs. Swan.
Hello, Fred. Why would these people leave such a mess around my pond? Did I do something wrong? Huh?
No, Mrs. Swan, you didn't do anything wrong. These 2 people were here doing something illegal called a drug deal.
What's a drug deal? Huh? And how did it make such a mess?
Well, first off, a drug deal is when 2 or more people get together to exchange illegal mind and body altering substances known as drugs for large sums of money, like the cash inside this briefcase for these bags of heroin.
If the drugs were here, and the cash, how did they both end up making such a mess and wind up dead?
Well, Mrs. Swan, not all people are smart. In fact, some people are downright stupid. If these two guys were smart, they would have just exchanged the goods for the money, and your pond would have been as clean as normal. But seeing as these two were complete morons, they must have gotten into a fight over the cash or the drugs. Or one of them could have thought the other one was a cop. That would have caused them to argue. Then one pulled a knife and the other pulled a gun, and they fought and killed each other.
It's such a shame that they couldn't just be smart about the deal. Now they're both dead.
And even worse, all the poor junkies that needed their fix are most likely going through withdrawal pains by now.
Oh no! People are in pain? Can we do anything, Fred?
Yes, we can, Mrs. Swan, but we need to be smart. If we mess anything up, you, me, and all of your eggs could end up as dead as these two idiots in the dirt here.
What do we need to do?
After you called me over, I decided to bring some things with me. I have these two big FEP plastic barrels, a chainsaw, some containers of hydrochloric acid, various household cleaning supplies, and a pickup truck. With these, we can clean up this mess. We need to make sure we get everything we can, Mrs. Swan. If the people that worked with these guys show up and find any trace of them, everyone in your pond could be in danger.
Fred, tell me what to do.
Here you go. Take this chainsaw. First, we need to cut these guys up and put their pieces into the two barrels I brought.
Gulp. Well, it's not going to be pretty, but if it will protect my eggs and my friends.
That's the spirit, Mrs. Swan. Now let me gather their belongings and see what we need to keep and what we need to destroy.
Fred, come here! Quick!
What happened?
I was just cutting up this guy with the stab wound when he began to scream and then passed out. Look, I can see him breathing. Oh no, what do we do? He looked right at me, Fred.
Mrs. Swan, don't worry. Okay, I'll admit that this wasn't part of the plan, but we don't need to stop what we're doing. As far as we're concerned, he was dead already. So just pretend he's dead and cut him up anyways. Start with the head this time so that he won't wake up again.
Won't that make me a murderer?
Yes, it does. However, if he wakes up and finds his buddies, he'll tell them about what you were doing here and kill us all. So, you see, it's him or us, Mrs. Swan. I say swing that saw down hard and stop worrying about it.
Yes. Yes, I will. For the eggs.
Great job! Now finish chopping up those guys and put them in the barrels while I separate what we need from their belongings. You see, gang, if we're gonna pull this off, we need to make sure we have all the parts we need. I'm taking the cash out of the briefcase and putting it in this plastic bag. I'm doing the same with the heroin, but in a separate bag. Everything else except what we have in the bags can go in the barrels. Are you done yet, Mrs. Swan?
Yes, Fred. I'm done.
Wow, you did a great job, Mrs. Swan. I'm so proud of you. Now we could put this briefcase and the bullet casings and weapons in here too. Now comes another messy part.
Oh, Lord, no, Fred. Please don't ask me to cut anyone else up. Please.
Don't be silly, Mrs. Swan. There's nothing else to cut up. No, I need you to get the cleaning supplies and clean up all the blood you can in this area. After that, take the grass and the dirt that still has blood on it, but it couldn't be cleaned up, and put them in the barrels too. Don't forget to toss in those sponges and towels. Then I'm gonna do the next messy bit.
Oh. Okay, Fred. I'd be happy to do it.
Now, if you at home ever need to do this kind of thing, always remember that safety comes first. You'll need special treated long plastic gloves, safety goggles, a face mask to help prevent breathing in any gases, and a lab coat. The lab coat, gloves, and goggles will go into a separate bag we will dispose of later. Now, as soon as Mrs. Swan cleans everything I asked her to, we can begin to get messy.
Here you go, Fred. What do you need me to do now?
You need to put on these goggles, gloves, face mask, and lab coat, Mrs. Swan. Even though I'm doing this part, I want to make sure that you're safe too. Are you ready?
Okay. I got everything on.
Now, I'm going to open the first bottle of hydrochloric acid and pour it into this barrel. Fumes and smoke will come out, so be sure not to breathe it in. Those fizzy and popping sounds are from the acid breaking down the contents inside the container. When it's done, all that will be left is a reddish-brown liquid that can be disposed of more easily than a dead body would have been. Plus, there will also be no dental records or fingerprints or even any usable DNA. Wow, look at his face melt right off. Good thing he was dead this time, right, Mrs. Swan?
I think I'm going to be sick.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mrs. Swan. Go ahead and throw up in the other barrel. We can dissolve the puke with that body when we get to it. Okay, now that we've dissolved both bodies in both barrels and sealed them up tight, we can move to step 2 of the plan.
You mean all that was just step 1? Huh? How much more until I can go back to my life as it once was?
We don't have much farther to go. However, Mrs. Swan, you can never go back to the way things used to be. All any of us can do is grin and bear it, then try to live our lives like it never happened.
Okay. Sure. I guess.
Now we load up the barrels and our supplies back into the truck and secure them so they don't fall off. There we go. Now, Mrs. Swan, you and I can take these poor liquefied bastards to their final resting place.
Okay. That's good. Where are we going to take them?
The only good place to put trash like these guys is the dump. So off we go. Here we are at Happy Harbor dump site number 35.
I didn't know we had such a large dumping area nearby.
Well, Happy Harbor has lots of garbage to throw away. Plus, by allowing other cities to dump here, our mayor, Miss Wolf, gets huge amounts of money and gives all of us in Happy Harbor tax cuts to make up for the loss of land.
Wow. Not bad.
Now, back to the task at hand. We need to find Randy the rat. Oh, there he is. He's walking over to us.
He looks angry, Fred.
Fred, I thought I told you it would be dangerous for you to show your face around here again. Do you have a death wish?
Now, Randy, you know I had nothing to do with those stolen car parts. I was just delivering things like I always do.
Yeah, well, me and the other rats here think you've been boosting cars and selling the parts. That's our territory, Fred. They all think I should let them show you how our garbage compactor works from the inside.
I know you all feel bad, but I'm here to make amends and to hire you for a job.
Amends? How do you plan on doing that, Fred?
This bag full of money is how. There's more than enough money in there to make up for any misunderstanding we may have had, along with enough for me to hire you to dispose of a problem for us.
I don't know how you got all this money, Fred, but I've gotta say you have impressed me. Here I figured we would need to hunt you down, but no. You come in here like a man and you pay your debt to me personally. I like that. I see you've got some special barrels in your truck. Is this the usual crush and go, or do you need the incinerator too?
I'm glad we could work that out. The barrels will need the crusher, yes. The other bag will need the incinerator. It has gloves and coats and stuff we use to clean Mrs. Swan's problem.
Yes. Clean. We made it clean for the eggs.
Is she gonna be okay?
Nothing a good night's sleep and some booze won't fix.
Oh, whatever you say. Just back up to the compactor and we'll do the rest.
Sure thing, Randy. And thank you for everything.
No problem. You are one of our best customers after all.
I guess I am. Well, here we go. After this, Miss Swan, I'll take you home and you can continue to watch over your eggs.
Can we stop at the liquor store on our way? I need a drink. Or 10.
I think that's a swell idea. Good night, Mrs. Swan.
Good night, Fred. Thanks for helping me. I'm going to get drunk now and try to repress the memories.
Good luck. Now, wasn't that a great day? We learned about resolving conflict, cleaning, payments, and chemistry. What's that, boys and girls? What happened to the heroin? Oh, I have that right here. I don't do anything for free, kids. I'm gonna sell this heroin to those poor addicted junkies to give them some relief and then pocket the cash. But we could talk about that next time on Happy Harbor. Bye-bye.
TV Clown was originally released on July 25th, 2016, and Happy Harbor Cleanup was released on December 26, 2016, both of which were produced by Jonas Stoltz. Voices by Reverend Bacon, Six Carolino, James Blaisdell, Zach Blaisdell, Rio Kimball, Connor Kincaid, Kirsten Krause, Jason Luca, Jonas Stoltz, Wolfgang Stoltz, and Gavin Tucker. Thanks for listening in, and we'll see you at the next full-length episode of new original content on August 16th of this year.